So if you don't already know, there's a lot of buzz going around right now about a poor and unfortunate soul named Tessica Brown who mistakenly or intentionally, or I don't know, there's a lot of controversy around why she did it, but she used Gorilla Glue in her hair because she needed something to hold her hair down, and she ran out of the product that she typically used, which was this. The Got To Be Glued Spray. A lot of us are familiar with it, and we're all using it for sleek styles like this, baby hairs popping, wigs, and all of that. So I guess that's what she typically used. She ran out of it, and so instead she used the Gorilla Glue, which is designed to be used on household appliances and definitely not in your hair. And now the girl is suffering. The last that I heard, she did some interviews and she's basically feeling horrible, torn up about it. The public is like ruining her right now. Everybody has so many negative things to say. And so I just wanted to celebrate one of the positives, which was the fact that her hairstyle was popping. So I had to replicate it, as you guys can see. And in this video, I'm just gonna show you guys very simply how I put this hairstyle together, actually using the Got To Be Glued that she was trying to use, but just couldn't. So I do have some additional commentary, but I will save that for the tutorial. Let's get into it. Okay, so I ain't gonna lie, I am one of those people who can get away with putting water on a brush and brushing my hair down. If you're doing it on natural hair and your hair doesn't naturally slick down with water, then you're gonna wanna go through on straight hair and go layer by layer and spray your hair down with the Got To Be spray, okay? Okay, so for some of you, depending on your hair texture, using the edge control is going to be your best bet. And I would just say that if you're just adding it on as a top layer like this, and definitely make sure that you comb through it a little bit and then lay it down with the brush, because that's going to help it to slick down. Now, I just remembered that I actually have some Eco Styler gel, which works really good on my hair. So that's actually what I'm going to use over here. So this allows me a little bit more flexibility, and I just kind of like just build. You see how sometimes like when you're putting the gel in, these little areas come up where it's like tangled? I try not to brush past those. I try to comb them, because I feel like the brush kind of like yanks the hair and pulls the hair out more. And then a lot of times when I'm using the brush, I'm like smoothing into it and then brushing and then using the bristles. Just like little techniques to help prevent me from breaking my hair off too much when doing styles that are a little bit more resistant. So now this is the most important part of this ponytail, the whole reason for watching this tutorial. So, okay, if you're somebody who has hair that is going to lock up real tight right here, then you probably should have left this hair out to begin with. I guess I should have, but because I know that I can just like pull these hairs out myself, then I didn't. But yeah, if your hair is harder to pull out, then definitely pull the pieces of hair out first and just kind of like leave them out. I should have said that, my bad. Okay, boom. So there go my baby hairs popping. Won't wop? Yes. So now I am just dipping the brush end of this into the gel. Don't really have to do that, just however you get the gel on you. But I noticed that she had the 3 swoops popping over here, so I'm gonna try to imitate Tessica. Girl, I feel bad for what you are going through, but you will get through this. You definitely will get through this. So you guys see how easy that is? If you are somebody who is just well versed in this, then you already know what it is. You already know what it is, you feel me? So you see what it is. It's just 3 swoops. Simple, simple, but super cute. Yeah. Okay, so I ended up actually getting a longer pack of hair. I am going to take this. There is like a ponytail holder attached to it, and I'm going to add it to my natural hair. I'm trying to use the Got To Be glue spray instead of the gel, because if I use the gel, it's gonna make it like too wet, whereas the spray is like wetting it enough to like make it smaller without, you see how like it's smaller now, without necessarily making it curly. So that's why I did that. So I have to hurry up and do this. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna separate the hair into 3. And then I'm going to just begin braiding and grabbing pieces of my hair as I go. So it's pretty fat right there. Now I'm just bringing it around my shoulder and I'm gonna braid it down. I think what I'm gonna have to do is go in with the bobby pins and clean up some of these areas in the end, just in case any of my hair is poking out of it. But that's just what I'm gonna do, because I really don't care. If you're doing this and you have some better tips for somebody, let them know in the comments below, please, because this is just me trying to do my hair real quick so I can go film another video. Thank you. And I'm just gonna continue to braid down, and I'm gonna give you guys my little commentary on the Gorilla Glue girl. I'm gonna stop calling her that, Tessica Brown. Okay, so in another video, I went on to the comments, and I was just like thinking about how people are like so upset with this girl for making such a mistake, you know what I'm saying? And the first thing I thought about was the fact that maybe she didn't fully understand what Gorilla Glue was, because she kind of like got accustomed to the fact that we call a gel product glue already, and we use it in our hair regularly, right? Obviously the Got To Be glued hairspray, which is what we're using in this style. But there's also another product that we have that's called Gorilla Snot. And this Gorilla Snot also has a gorilla on the front of it, and this is actually a gel. I use it in people's hair all the time. I use it in my daughter's like baby hairs all the time. It will keep your baby hairs laid. Okay, let me tell you, if you guys have really thick like 4C natural hair and you can't find anything and you can get this in your hair, trust me. I had one of my clients who had that real thick hair tell me about that and turn me on to it years ago, and so I started to actually use it on people's edges, right? So I'm like, maybe between the two, one of them has a gorilla, the other one has glue. Maybe she just thought Gorilla Glue was gonna work on her hair and come out like a typical hair product. So I put that in the comments, and people are just killing me in them comments, y'all. I might actually link the video in the description of this video. They're killing me in the comments because they're just basically like, there's no excuse, you know, for her actions. Let me finish braiding this down real quick. And it's not that I'm necessarily trying to make an excuse for her actions, but I'm all about empathy, okay? The first thing that I try to do when someone does something that is wrong is I try to figure out where they were coming from so I can understand their motives, so I can understand, did they do this on purpose? Where was the error made in judgment, and can this be prevented in the future, right? Also, I don't just jump for every opportunity to judge someone harshly or to say really mean things to someone, because to me, that's putting yourself in a position to act as if you're perfect and you can't make mistakes. And I will never want to get that twisted myself, nor never will I promote that type of mindset. And I don't suggest you guys have that type of mindset. So if you're one of those people that are angry at this girl and judging her harshly in the comments, I challenge you to check yourself and ask yourself, have you ever made a quote unquote dumb mistake? Okay, so that's just pretty much the angle that I come from when I watch this. Obviously, it was a very serious error in judgment, and I'm sure she has learned from it, but just don't act like your itch don't stink is all I'm saying when it comes to this. That's just my strong opinion, and people who are like that are people who I just don't really like to spend a lot of time around, because that is a very negative and toxic way of dealing with other people, and I just prefer empathy and love. And it's as simple as that. And to top it all off, just to help this stay down the way that Tessica intended to when she ran out of it, we're gonna go ahead and do it justice, okay? This low-key kind of burned. And voila, we are complete, okay? My final remarks to the situation, to Tessica, if you're watching this video, I just want to say that I hope you're feeling better, boo. I hope you are better. I hope that you are able to rebound and recover from this sincerely. And if you guys enjoyed this hair tutorial, check out my channel for some other hair tutorials and let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see in the future, okay? Remember to be you, love you, make it all beautiful. God bless you, and I will see you, or you will see me on the next video.